Thanks for staying with us. The news continues in Southern Africa, where 39 local observers of Zimbabwe's general elections have been arrested. This is according to the police on Thursday, as the troubled poll entered an unscheduled second day. They were arrested in multiple raids, and their computers and mobile phones were seized. Those arrested are from two prominent civic groups, the Zimbabwe Election Support Network and Election Resource Center, which work to promote free and fair elections. Meanwhile, according to electoral authorities, less than a quarter of polling stations in Harare and opposition stronghold opened on time due to delays in the printing of ballot papers. Chamisa is the main challenger to Mnangagwa, who came to power after a coup that opposed late ruler Robert Mugabe in 2017. Xolisani Ncube, a journalist, is our guest from Harare, Zimbabwe, and he joins us to talk more about the elections in the country. Thank you so much, Xolisani, for joining us.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much.
As we know it, elections in the country has been extended by a day that the citizens were hoping that there would have been collation and probably the announcement of results. So I'd like you to give us an update of the processes at the polling units in the country.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much. Yes, voting continued today in some parts of the country after the president extended the voting because of delays in issuing of voting materials in most, particularly urban areas in Harare. So basically, the process has been very peaceful, I would say, although there have been complaints by the people who said that they fear that the extension could, in one or the other, disenfranchise them, because they believe that there could be external forces influencing this process as it was. Also, the police today also announced and gave a clear detail as to why they arrested 39 civic activist groups who were doing what we call voter tabulation and voter correlation. They allege that these people, they breached the law. They were not supposed to be involved in any way in terms of collecting data on election, as well as doing a parallel voter tabulation. They say, the police, that it is only the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission which is supposed to issue or supposed to do the declaration and data tabulation before announcing the final result.
So how would you rate the conduct of the election so far? Has there been any reports of election rigging aside the arrest of local observers? Has there been any issue of election rigging, malpractice, voter apathy, or any form of violence recorded in the places that you visited?
Well, violence were recorded during the campaign period, where one person unfortunately was killed by suspected ruling party activists, and have been freed on bail, those who were involved in that skirmish. On top of violence, in terms of physical violence, not very much to write home about. It was relatively peace, but there have been reports of intimidation. So, in particular in rural areas where the opposition believed that its supporters were being intimidated and were being told not to come out and vote for the opposition led by Nelson Chamisa. Also, there's been issue of voter register, which has been denied to the opposition. According to Chamisa, he says that he was not given a readable and analyzable voters roll. He says that in the process, he was denied access to analyze the voters roll. So he says this, imputes or discredits the credibility of the election itself. Also, you talk of issue of late delivery of voting material, as you might be aware, forcing the election to go into the second day. This has seen many people being unable to cast their vote or unable to exercise their right to vote, because some had to travel long distances to vote on the first day and they had to go back. Now they're being told to come back. And in this case, it became expensive for some of them. Also, interest in the election went down. But we had to get figures from the Zimbabwe Commission to tell us how many people voted in this election, as well as when they begin to announce results, which is said to be today going forward until Monday next week, when we are supposed to get the final results for the president.
All right, Xolisani, thank you so much for giving us the updates from Zimbabwe.